I knew from the very beginning that this guru is something special.
Baba is a revolutionary par excellence. He brings change in every area of life.
Baba to me is the oneness of everything.
He's a very miraculous, a very powerful person. He gives love so
Indira
much.
Gandhi got it in her head that Baba would be her downfall.
My guru is in jail because he opposes this whole system.
He propounded one theory known as PROUT, and that was the cause for persecution.
Baba did not come randomly to this planet. He came with a mission, and he came at a critical juncture in history.
Men and women are spiritually equal, that both are eligible for spiritual realization, for enlightenment, or the highest spiritual states, that he didn't discriminate between men and women, which in a lot of traditional say Indian practices or even Asian practices, or even in the West there's a discrimination between sort of men and women's spiritual practice and also their roles within the spiritual community. So Baba, first of all, emphasized many times that men and women spiritually are equal, even though we have differences on the physical and even the psychic levels due to our different glandular makeup. But the glands we use for spiritual practice are the highest glands in the human brain, and he said there's no difference between men and women at that level. Because of this also, he not only created an order of monks, but he created an order of nuns. So that was one important aspect of Baba's kind of elevation of women in the society. And another was that Baba said society, in order for society to develop, there must be a coordinated cooperation between the male and the female sides of society, and the qualities of both the male and the female must be utilized in equal measure. So for this, towards this aim, in 1965, Baba created a department in Ananda Marga called Women's Welfare Department. And he specifically gave the duty to the Didis, to the female acharyas, to develop and to run this Women's Welfare Department.
I even questioned Baba. He had written once that, like women are like better at home, and I was like, oh yeah? Since when? I mean, they should go to the moon like this, So then I asked him, that Baba, why you said like this? So he said, no, there's nothing. I never say that women can't do any job, they can do anything, but better in the home. And I was like, okay, I want intellectual reason, I'm waiting for some intellectual reason. And then he just said to me, when the baby cries, who does it want? And it just hit the female part of me, that when the baby cries, he wants his mother. Doesn't want his mother off somewhere. He wants to be. So Baba said, women are better at home, but women are not second-class citizens. Women are equal. He said in Ananda Marg, you'll find in many religions that women don't have the same standard as the men. The men can be the priests or the pundits and the other thing. The women can't, But in Ananda Marg, the women and the men are absolutely equal. They're spiritually equal.
Baba said, if women have education and economic independence, they will be able to take their rightful place as equal partners of their end.
Due to geographical conditions, due to historical facts, there are differences in color. A particular human being may have white complexion, may be of white complexion, someone black, someone very black, someone yellow. It is not an in-depth difference. It is an external difference. And why we should be a special type of scripture based on these differences? No, there must not be any difference of color or any social disparity because of difference of color. Now there is a sex difference. Females are barred from many social lives, socio-political lives. A few hundred years ago, they had no voting right in many of the countries of the world. But they are also human beings that also got the same right as men have.
Udhutika Ananda Bharati, the head of the Women's Welfare Department.
The true thing is essential on any part, and that we have not acquired it from anywhere, we have born with it. That is one. One is blind faith and surrender. So when the children come to our primary school and we teach them write A like this, and if the child asks, why madam like this and why not like this, can you answer him? You will say, no, whatever I say you have to learn, A is only written like this. The child has to surrender. He learns A like this and he tells others, my teacher has taught me to write A like this. So A is written only like this. So what he does, he keeps blind faith in the teacher. And when he learns, he surrenders. You call a cab, you want to go to some destination. You don't ask standing there, oh driver, do you really know try to drive properly? Can you really take me to my destination? Have you done any accident before? Are you sure you will reach me there? You don't ask. You just have blind faith in the driver. You open the door, you sit in the cab, and that is surrender. So blind faith and surrender goes together in anything you want to achieve.
Avadhutika Ananda Karuna tells of her first meeting with Baba.
Anyhow, when I came to join this mission, so first I saw him at Gazipur, evening 5 o'clock. Then he asked me, how are you? And I said, I'm all right. Then he said, you know everything. Then I'm very surprised because that time I don't know English, Hindi and any language. He said, no, you know everything. But I told him in my mind, I do not express in mind, that I thinking in my mind that I don't know anything, I don't know English, I don't know anything, then how he can say I know everything? I'm very surprised. It is happened is 25th December 1966, evening 5 o'clock. And 27th December, automatic from my mouth is coming Hindi and English, just fluently. Nobody can understand where from I get it. I do not write, I do not read out, I do not anything, I never learn, but automatically it is come. So this is the greatest experience for my life.
And when I saw Baba, then Baba is asked me that I have two hands. One hand is male and one is female. If my one hand is very less, not strong, then how I can flew? The bird cannot flew.
With one wing.
Wings. Then Baba said, okay, then I need to make the strong two wings. Then I could not understand first in the beginning what he said. Then after I said, oh, Baba actually is telling to us, because we are few didis, not so many didis. Then he want to increase our didis section. that week Baba's two hands can be strong and then he can work more strongly.
He created the Women's Welfare Department in 1965, and the Women's Welfare Department has many kind of sub-sections or branches. So one is the education section, which runs schools, children's schools all over the world in disadvantaged or developing countries and also in the developed world. So there's many schools run by sisters and didis all over the world. We have a section called PWSA, which is Progressive Women's Spiritual Association, which is more focused on sort of adult literacy amongst women, or not only literacy but getting out of economic disadvantage, let's say. PWSA, then we have the GV, which is called Girls Volunteers, which runs like camps and programs to develop the physical strength of women. So we do things like have martial arts training, self-defense training. We talk about the problems women face in society.
My sons and my daughters are just like two hands of mine. They are just like two wings of a bird. A bird having one wing cannot fly.
Mora, mora, mukto bhumir me, mukto bhumir me. Dungri pahadi, chorana dare, dungri pahadi, chorana dare, chore kinare gure neche gaye, chore kinare gure neche gaye. Mukto bhumir me, mukto bhumir me, mora, mukto bhumir me. নিয়ে করি কো খেলা সারা দিনের বেলা কদম পলাশ নিয়ে করি কো খেলা সারা দিনের বেলা মহু খুলির শীতালো চায়ে মহু খুলির শীতালো চায়ে মুক্ত ভূমির মেয়ে মুক্ত ভূমির মেয়ে bhumir me. Baka bono party jete jete, baka bono party jete jete, company te kati mala. মালা মোদের চাঁদে গানে মনের খুশির শোনে মোদের চাঁদে গানে মনের খুশির শোনে বনের হরিণ দেখেছে বনের হরিণ দেখেছে মোরা পারম পুরুষেরই মেয়ে মোরা পারম পুরুষেরই মেয়ে মুক্ত ভূমির মেয়ে মুক্ত ভূমির মেয়ে মোরা মুক্ত ভূমির মেয়ে ডুংরি পাহাড়ে চরণারে ওরা মুঠো ভূমির মেয়ে মুঠো ভূমির